X2 Core.
So as you can see here, this is, we had core synergistics in P90X, this is X2 Core, so you can just tell by some of these movements, right? You're doing some pretty fun stuff. You're adding plyometrics with core movements, and of course you've got modifications. It's just sort of the next level of core synergistics.
Yeah, and a lot of the program is really, as you'll see, functional. Now here, this one is going to kill people, plyo side.
Yeah, plyo side. I got the red shoes on for this one, baby, so poor Tracy and Mark, I don't think you've ever done the same thing. But the idea here is, the great thing about this one is you're moving more laterally. I know with P90X, it was, more about jumping in one spot, but we're moving side to side more, and we're going for more vertical height too, which is really important when it comes to plyometrics.
Recovery and mobility. There's the foam roller.
Well, here's our foam roller, right? There's poor Cedric. Oh, he's trying. Cedric, don't cringe so much, man. But you're right, you can see our modification here. We've devoted an entire DVD to the importance of recovery. And you're allowed, you can see the different versions. That's the death version from Isabel there with spikes in it. Yeah. But it's an amazing, incredible tool.
I love that thing. It's super soft.
And it's above and beyond stretching. It really is. Stretching is phenomenal, yoga's phenomenal, but this takes it to the next level.
All right, total body.
Total body is just like it sounds. You're doing one arm bicep curls in Warrior 3. Hello! All right? You're doing crunch, you're doing pull-ups where your whole body is crunched. You're doing plyometric push-ups on a stability ball, and freaking Jeremy Yost beat me there. That was brutal for me, brutal for my ego. But what's fun about that is, how about that for boys and girls? So, again, the reason why it's 5 days a week is because almost, I'd say 95% of the exercises, everything's involved. It's not just chest or just shoulders, just arms.
Yeah, and that actually is what makes it more athletic, because when you're out there, you're not moving one body part when you're doing some move on the field. You've got to be able to react. You've got to be able to move sideways. You want to be able to recruit the right big movers with your stabilizers in order to perform.
You want to build that foundation. You want to build that strength. But while in the process, you're also building speed and agility and power and also, with all that lateral and vertical movement, you're tapping into parts of your legs and your butt that we haven't seen before.
Now, how can you improve on average?
Well, there's Pfeiffer scissors with an added reach. If you were my workout the other day, you saw that. I mixed an interesting combination of some things that folks have seen in the Yoga Belly 7 for P90X, and we've added a lot of stuff where you're up, like the Mason twist, for example. We're up a lot, up on our butt, because you're forced to use your core that way. So it's a brand new mix. It's a brand new Advert X2, and it'll be just as brutal as the first one.
Now, you talk about core, balance and power X2 is coming up. X2 Yoga.
Your friend Crane there. What I did we had a lot of conversations about this, but when it came to the P90X2 Yoga, we wanted to get back to basics a little bit. We wanted just a constant flow, you know what I mean? So we took out some of the standing balance moves. We got busy right away. The warm-up was a little bit shorter. And we wanted to condense the very best of the best of moves that I think are most effective in yoga in the course of about an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah. So last time it was done in sort of 2 halves. So you had the whole vinyasa phase in the first 45 minutes. And then we were standing on our heads and our fingers were up our noses.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy. Last night, I was walking through the hallway. I had my own workout. Yesterday was yoga day for me. I'm doing yoga in, Crown Room 3. And all of a sudden, 35 people showed up. So,
All right, now I'm talking balance and power, which is your core routine. That is my favorite move in this whole thing.
That move is crazy. Well, balance and power is exactly what it is. You're adding balance components with strength components at the same time. Usually you'll see them separately.
Look at that. Outrageous.
Outrageous. Yeah, that doesn't require anything whatsoever. So, it doesn't look like much, for example, that one where you're on your forearms, but oh my God, you get to your 10th one. And oddly enough, the beautiful thing is you can feel your core working without having to get on your back and work your core specifically, right? So as a result of that, a lot of those moves you just saw, your quads are engaged, your glutes are engaged, your pelvis is tilted, your core is firing without having to actually do crunches, which are important as well. We see those in athletics. But, we're just trying to help people become more athletic, become stronger, and in the process, become gorgeous as well.
Well, my experience personally with this versus other kind of ab moves, this one, I have a tendency to get really tight in my lower back, right? So these kind of moves, a lot of plank moves, man, just fixes my lower back pain. Like it's just fixed.
Right.
So I'm excited about that. And all this extra core work. Anybody who, you know, if you sit a lot, you work a lot, the lower back tightens up, and I think you're going to feel some relief by strengthening it this way versus just doing the.
Well, you know, it's amazing how much